One of the most important things I can tell you as a hypnotherapist is all the things you love about yourself and not so much like about yourself, every and all of them, is just a program running the show. Now remember, people typically come to me as a last resort, meaning they have already been to therapy, all kinds of coaches, self development work, mindset work. They tried positive thinking, they tried meditating, they tried journaling, they say their affirmations, and after all of that, often stay stuck with procrastination, self sabotage, ADD, ADHD, anxiety, depression, fears, phobias, PTSD, post traumatic stress disorder, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. And this is just the beginning. And an addiction, of course, not because, okay, not because they're not strong enough or there's something wrong with their willpower or that they don't have the self-discipline or that they're lazy or because they're broken or because they're weak. No. Every single human being is built and made for greatness. But we were taught to play small and to shrink and to be quiet and many, many other things. And that's what I call programming. Okay? So keep in mind, when I work with my clients, the first thing I do with them is ask them what's not working the way you want. And if this person starts to complain to me that there's something wrong with their self-esteem, that no matter what, they can't stop overeating, that they shrink in the boardroom, they have fear of public speaking, they have fear of whatever, and I ask them, how would you like to be instead? I already know that fear, that procrastination is a program that is running the show unbeknownst to them. And most people, okay, have childhood programming running, ruling, ruining so much of their adult life, and then try so hard to fix it with the wrong tools, and then often end up years, decades in therapy or, reading the books over and over, watching a motivational videos. Again, it's a good idea, it's a good start, but very incomplete because all of those attempts work with the conscious part of the mind, which again is good, but that's only 5% of you. The subconscious part of your mind is the one that controls your habits, your behaviors, your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindset, your emotions. Literally, so much of our life is on autopilot. And so many people don't know that. And then they think it's a character flaw or a personality trait. It is not. You were born a clean, pure slate. Literally, like a computer. No programs. It's just a phenomenal, high-tech, high-brand, incredibly sophisticated, complicated computer, which is, it's just an analogy, okay? But the minute we're born, then we're loaded with all these programs on how we should be, how we shouldn't be, what we should believe, what we shouldn't believe. This is our language. Everything about you is a program. And this is why I get so much success with my clients in a short time, because yes, the conscious mind is important, but that's just what is it that you want? It's willpower and decision making. The rest of the work has to be done at the subconscious level. And once you do it there, all of a sudden, procrastination goes bye-bye. Those irrational fears, bye-bye. Self-sabotage, what self-sabotage? And all those other people are labeled, and it hurts me, with so much pathology and what's wrong with them. And then often the help, quotation mark, that they get is medication, when nothing against medication. But if people understand that it's not a genetic, a character flaw, it's not brain chemistry, it's a program that is creating these problems, and we can change that. I wish every single human being would know this, because you can actually change relatively quickly. And this is why I teach my clients to use their brain for a change. And I mean that with my best intention. Use your brain for a change, you can change quickly.